Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to talk about XRP as it's battling with the first major level of resistance here at 60 cents. So 60 cents took some chips off the table at 60 cents on the futures position because just like before this one happened, said look, any position wherever you take it on XRP, this big, massive, fat resistance beast of a zone is all absolutely relevant. And we're back up there again. So I said, basically last week, I said, look, the chances are we're going to make our way to 60 cent. And whether we have the power to move up into the next area and above is really going to be, I would say, largely market dependent. And at the moment, the market does feel relatively optimistic, absolutely. And so should be optimistic on this, but still have to take some chips off the table. So let's have a little think about what XRP is doing on a weekly for spot holders. Because I made a tweet yesterday. That's right, I'm tweeting now about what this is and what this looks like. This is awesome, by the way. Excuse the mess on this chart. I appreciate if you're new to this channel, this looks a little bit noisy. But really, I just want you to focus on a few things. First of all, there's a 200 exponential and a 50 exponential. On a weekly, they formed a golden cross. That basically signifies a trend strengthening. It's not so much a signal in itself. It basically is part of a setup. And then here you have the 50 and the 200 diverge, just like you would on any time frame. That's showing a strengthening of trend. And I'll be looking for this to trend onwards and upwards for a reasonably long period of time with a setup like this. This is the sort of thing you'd want to see on any chart which is going into a bullish trend for what could be over a year or more. So that's good. That's good stuff. And you think, well, hang on a minute, what's going on? These sort of things happen with XRP. XRP is an old altcoin, right? It's ancient. It was discovered in the tombs of the pyramids. It's really old as far as altcoins are concerned. So what we've got here is that this is the very first market cycle, if you want to call it that, when it came into the existence. XRP existing all the way down here at 0.28 of a cent, give or take. People often like to have a go at XRP, saying, "Oh, it's terrible, man." Hang on a minute, 0.8 of a cent or whatever that was, ridiculous. 0.28 of a cent. Sorry. I think it's held its value quite well, wouldn't you say? If obviously you bought the low, people refuse to accept that, to be honest with you. Everyone's all nice and happy to look back at something like Matic and go, well, Matic was like 0.6 of a cent once, and now look at it, so Matic's better than XRP. Actually, they're more or less the same. There's not much difference to them as far as gain is concerned. Now, the problem a lot of people actually have with XRP is that obviously they discovered it later on in life. I didn't buy my XRP for the first time until it was just around 3 cents. When obviously, it did really well and came back down. And then you have to think about where you're going to buy it next time. Because for most people, it was around the upper teens and then up to the next peak of the market cycle. So what we've got is 3 market cycles. First one, obviously blowing its top off, consolidating for basically a 3-year period. Second market cycle, blowing its top off, consolidating for the best part of 3 years. And the third market cycle, which we're in right now, blowing its top off, unfortunately not making a new all-time high because of the SEC, consolidating for a shorter period of time this time. And now it's started a bullish trend, which is actually quite structural. And I would probably go as far as to say that on a weekly, this is one of the better looking charts out there. I know. I know. So it is different this time, which is going to be the clickbait title of the day. But that's fine to say it because it is different this time. Normally we consolidate for a lot longer than this. And we don't form a structurally sound uptrend on a weekly. We've consolidated for a shorter period of time, and we've actually started an uptrend which has gone on for more or less the same period as the consolidation. So it's definitely different this time. So we'll talk about the difference, but that's pretty much all there is to say about it, really. So the weekly's good. So for spot positions, like I was saying on my Twitter, it says spot. You should be able to just sit back and chill on this one and let it run and ride to probably a new all-time high at some point over the next year or more because it looks great. Like I say, it's better than it was before although it is fulfilling a similar kind of market cycle outcome, I imagine that this one will probably, just based on what we see right now, have an uptrend that lasts longer and is more constructive than previous, which is all the way down for a long period of time, short period of time up, blow its top off. This time, I think it's going to be slow and steady on the way up, and obviously blow its top off with everybody else later on, maybe in the next 18 months or so, to a new all-time high. And I don't know where that will be. I'm not going to be one of those people that I know where it's headed. $55 million a coin. I can't say that. Right, let's have a look at the short-term time frames then, because obviously there's probably a few of us still in futures trades. And as far as I can see, based on the 4-hourly, it's really battling to get above this 60-cent zone, right? I think there is a very good chance that it does do that. The reason I say that is that the money flow index on the 4-hourly is not overheated. It's only got one drive of bear div. We also have bear div on the RSI, just one drive of that. So if anything, we do move up another level into this. And if that's the case, the next intermediate level, if you're really looking to be scraping money off, on the way up and not leaving yourself overexposed, I think the next major level is around 67.40 for the next exit point, and then another one above that around 73.50. A really significant level is going to be 82, and obviously back up to 90, which was the top of this huge zone. Now, XRP does like to explode. It really does, which is why we like it. But we also recognise that it takes it back. Thou giveth, thou taketh away, as we say on the Patreon. So if it does move up and explode, it will most likely do that, right? Look at the money flow index over here on the daily, sitting up here at an 83. 83 in crypto is not the end of the world, but it's still definitely quite high. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't advise anybody go long or short at this level, even though you could get lucky. Either way, you could get lucky. This is not the time or the place to be taking futures positions. 83 is quite high. We see that when we move up towards the top of the comfort zone, it often pulls back. We've seen most pullbacks from the top of the comfort zone over here, and so now we're above that. The last time we were higher than this was all the way back over here, and obviously here, and here. So it can do it, but we have to remember and recognise that actually we're already outside of the comfort zone, and the closer we get to 90, and especially something like 95, you definitely want to be sitting back for thou taketh away kind of time for XRP. But we know that it pops, we know that it likes to explode, but I think it's looking slightly hot there on the daily. The 4-hourly not so much, but the daily is, which offers larger pullback. Now the weekly, again, just a momentum on the weekly, so much room. This is why I'm saying that if you own XRP, you can more or less relax, I reckon, on this one. It's one of the better coins. I know that's going to upset a lot of people to say that. It's going to be one of the better coins. And when I say better, I don't mean it's a millionaire starter kit. I just mean safer, more likely to give you returns than end up in wrecked city. Which again is going to upset a lot of people as well because of the nature of XRP. It's just a general underperformer over the last few years. Everybody wants to buy, the next new thing. But let's give it respect. Like I said at the beginning, this was trading at much less than 1 cent at one point, and now we're sitting comfortably at 60 cent, and we're most likely going to make our way in, into the several dollars, new all-time high. So let's stand back and recognise that XRP has done a matic, and for all intents and purposes is a matic as far as price action is concerned. It's just unfortunate for the most people that you discovered it a lot later in its history, and that'll go for most coins really. Most coins that don't haven't been around for very long, which is why people obviously want to buy the new coins, and I get that, but piles of crap are new every single day. You didn't necessarily want to buy it, so leave it alone. That's all I'm saying. Leave XRP alone. He's all right. Give him a break. He's done better than most. Let's face it. Right. That's basically all there is to say about it. Short term, You know, those incremental levels can easily get filled, but we are on borrowed time on the daily. The weekly, absolutely ready to complete another and most likely more significant market cycle peak than last time. Bang, 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 bang. That's what we're looking to do. Long story short, she's good, but keep those new positions. You know, don't bother trying a new position at this time now. Not unless you're willing to hold it for an 18-month period. Right, thanks for watching. Take it easy.